Grace Millane was a vibrant 21-year-old from Essex, England. She was adventurous. She was full of life. In 2018, she embarked on a journey. Grace wanted to see the world. She planned a backpacking trip. Her itinerary included South America and New Zealand. Grace documented her travels. She shared photos with family and friends. She was excited to experience new cultures. She had a zest for life. Tragically, her journey was cut short. Grace's life ended in December 2018. She was murdered in Auckland, New Zealand. Grace's death shocked the world. It highlighted the vulnerability of travelers. It ignited discussions about online dating safety. The circumstances of her murder were particularly disturbing. Grace had been on a Tinder date. Her date, a 26-year-old man named Jesse Kempson, would later be convicted of her murder. Grace arrived in Auckland in late November 2018. She was eager to explore the city. Like many young travelers, she used the dating app Tinder. She was looking to connect with locals. She matched with Jesse Kempson. They chatted online briefly. They decided to meet in person. On December 1st, 2018, Grace and Kempson met for their date. They visited several bars in Auckland's central business district. Security cameras captured their interactions. The footage showed them laughing and appearing at ease. However, the seemingly normal date would have a horrific end. Grace was reported missing on December 5th, 2018. Her family hadn't heard from her. This was unusual. Grace was diligent about staying in touch. New Zealand police launched an investigation. They quickly identified Kempson as a person of interest. CCTV footage showed him with Grace the night she disappeared. Kempson initially denied any involvement in her disappearance. However, police discovered incriminating evidence. They found Grace's body in a suitcase. The suitcase was buried in a forested area outside Auckland. Kempson was arrested and charged with Grace's murder. His trial began in November 2019. It garnered international attention. The prosecution presented a compelling case. They presented DNA evidence. They showed CCTV footage. They detailed Kempson's lies to police. Section 4. A flawed defense. The rough sex argument. Kempson's defense was controversial. He claimed that Grace had died accidentally. He alleged it happened during consensual rough sex. This defense was met with widespread outrage. Critics argued it was an attempt to blame the victim. They pointed out the inherent danger in normalizing violence against women. The jury ultimately rejected Kempson's defense. They found him guilty of murder. He was sentenced to life in prison with a minimum non-parole period of 17 years. The verdict brought some measure of justice for Grace's family. It also sparked a global conversation about violence against women. Section 5. A global reckoning. The aftermath and legacy. Grace Millane's murder sent shockwaves around the world. It highlighted the dark side of online dating. It sparked calls for improved safety measures on dating apps. The case also shone a spotlight on the rough sex defense. Many countries began to re-examine its use in court. In the wake of the tragedy, Grace's family established the Love Grace charity. The organization supports victims of domestic abuse. They provide essential items and resources. They offer a lifeline to those in need. Grace's legacy lives on through their work. Her story serves as a stark reminder. We must all work together to end violence against women.